Hello, this is Kyle Tonaus, and also this is Kyle Tonaus' list of top 20 most anticipated movies of 2015. Top 20. Top one. First, American Sniper. Okay, the marketing alone is what's making me anticipate this movie because I'm watching the trailer like in the beginning of another movie. Number 19 is Aloha. Another one starring Bradley Cooper. Number 18, The Keeping Room. You might not have heard about this one. This is a Civil War. I'm not doing research or anything. It's about this like group of gals who are home alone without any men or anything, and they have to fend off Union soldiers or Confederate soldiers, probably Union soldiers or something like that. Kingsman: The Secret Service, number 17. I just really like the trailer to it. I think the action looks really stylish. It's from the X-Men First Class director, one of my favorite X-Men movies. Number 16 is Inherent Vice. Joaquin Phoenix, Josh Brolin. Certain moments of the trailer that I actually laugh out loud at. So number 15 is Still Alice. This is starring Julianne Moore. It's about her being diagnosed with Alzheimer's to ride along with like a main character like that going through that. We gotta get a cure for that shit. It's ridiculous. Number 14, The Last 5 Years. I love musicals. Number 13 is Chappie. Neil Blomkamp is an excellent director. It's got Diane in it, an excellent South African-based musical group. Number 12 is Tomorrowland. It has something to do with George Clooney. Number 11 is a Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2. I'm interested to see how they wrap up this little saga. It's poised to be a great saga, but it all lies in how it ends. Number 10 is The Immortalist. This is a documentary. I know my rule is watch fiction, read nonfiction. To me, a book and a comic book is just an unfinished movie. Number 9 is Goosebumps. Goosebumps is just one of those properties that makes me feel really nostalgic. This is starring Jack Black, so it's going to be just a fun homage to the whole Goosebumps franchise and those books and the TV show from the 90s. And hopefully it'll be kind of silly but kind of scary and like fun scary in that old Halloween sense when you were a kid and stuff. So it could be really fun. Okay, number 8 is Jurassic World. And I'll just say right after that is Terminator Genesis at number 7. I'm going to talk about them at the same time because they're similar in the sense that they're two movies, sequels based off of franchises that I love, certain installments of, but they both look like shit. There's a lot of ways you can get Terminator wrong, and that seems like exactly what they're doing with this new Terminator. Hopefully it'll be better than what they look like. Number 6 is Mad Max Fury Road. This new Mad Max movie looks insane. Just incredibly colorful and wild. It looks like a thrill ride. Number 5 is, here comes Marvel, Ant-Man, starring Paul Rudd. Kind of more of a campy hero who has the ability to shrink to the size of an ant and maintain super strength like an ant. It's probably going to be pretty funny. Number 4, this isn't a sequel. It's not a prequel. It's not a reboot. It's not even a remake. It's not a redo. It's not a redone. It's not a re-this. Not a re-that. It's called The Revenant. The Revenant, actually. This is all I know about it. It stars Leonardo DiCaprio wearing tattered clothes and just being out in the wild, facing the elements and surviving the wilderness for some reason or another. And it's a great topic. It's always done really well. Just surviving the wilderness is one of the most entertaining things you could ever put on screen. It doesn't have much to do with dialogue a lot of the times. It's reflective and meditative usually, and it's really cool. Hopefully at the end it'll just be Leonardo DiCaprio on top of a mountain saying like "F*** nature." I'm going on a limb here and saying that's going to be badass. So I'm looking forward to that. That's number 4. Number 3 is Creed, motherfucker. In other words, basically, Rocky 7. Can you believe it? Can you? Do you want to believe it? Rocky Balboa's just got some superb line delivery. What about Rocky 1? You dipshit? Die, you dipshit. Rocky Balboa. Number 2 is The Avengers. Age of Ultron. Duh, that's gonna be on the list. Duh, that's gonna be on the list. duh. Duh. I mean, duh. Marvel's been going on for a long time. And when Marvel's The Avengers came out, it was like the best Marvel movie. All of a sudden, some characters that maybe weren't that interesting were like interesting again when they were brought into the group and kind of like played off of others. Captain America was my hero in The Avengers. And I'm not necessarily a big fan of the Captain America one-off movies, or we all know how the Hulk works out when he does his own movie. When they're in the team ensemble together like that, they bring something different to the table, and it works so well in the Avengers. And hopefully they can redo that again in the second movie. That's number 2 on the list. Number 1. It's a new Star Wars. Not only that, it looks amazing. The trailer's got everyone really pumped, and it's got the original cast in it. So that's so my story with Star Wars actually started with Episode 1. I know, don't blame me too much for it. I was only like 14, but I never really paid attention to Star Wars as a child. I was busy paying attention to Star Wars ripoffs and stuff like that. I was watching Episode 1 with my dad, and he was like interested, and I could hear him talking to himself and be like, "Oh, okay, that's Obi-Wan Kenobi." Okay, getting kind of excited about the return of some characters and stuff. So like, okay, well, there's more to the story, so I better check out those old movies, and that's where it started for me. And of course, I fell in love with the original trilogy. So I keep my boy. But yeah, Star Wars, baby, it's the way to go. And I'm gonna be going to see that with like some old friends that don't necessarily go to the movies a lot. That's what I'm thinking. It's reached a cultural status that's just more, brings people together. It's gonna be wild. I hope you've enjoyed my list. I'm really sick.